live. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Dunn, and we are back with another one. Today, another epic VeVe live stream. Today, we just have one drop. It is another blind box collectible comic book drop today. It is a pretty good one. We do have Werewolf by Night, issue number 32. This is the first appearance of Moon Knight. I believe this one's streaming on Disney Plus too as we speak. So I think there's a lot of hype around this comic book right now. I think it's going to be a pretty solid one. I like the covers on these a lot too. So we're going to dive into the details together. Go over a couple of videos together as well before the drop. Shout out to everyone joining the live stream today. We got K Walker in here first and Z Brito. Love the uncommon cover. I like a lot of these covers today. Shout out to you guys for joining the chat today. Hopefully you guys are blessed. I'm going to share my screen in just a second here. I got an Alcon video that we're going to cover a little bit of in a little bit after the HODL or Sell video from Comics and Crypto. I'm going to show them some love today. Let me share the screen. All right, first thing we're going to go over is the comic book drop today, Werewolf by Night, issue number 32. A lot of these covers, I do like these covers. First appearance of Moon Knight. I believe this movie's streaming right now too, Moon Knight, on Disney Plus. A lot of people are saying they're big fans of the movie, so that's always good to see, or the series, I should say. Again, $6.99, typical, list price for these blind box comic book drops. 30,000 total editions, so nothing crazy today. It's not like we have a super limited, 10,000K run, so that's always good to see. I think our chances are going to be a little bit higher with that 30,000 edition run today. We have 21,000 editions for the common. We have 5,000 editions for the uncommon, 2,350 for the rare, 1,050 for the ultra rare, and 600 for the secret rare. And every time I go over these prices, I just look how undervalued a lot of these ultra rares are in the market for their prices. Only 1,000 of a lot of these ultra rares, and sometimes even less than them. But obviously, we know scarcity doesn't mean everything. Demand has a lot of impact as well too. I think both are going to be very important for sure. These covers look amazing, I feel like, today. You have the common. Oh, let me this one back. Let me hide this. I like the common comic book. I'm going to try to get a 3-digit one if I can. Hopefully get lucky, land one on the drop. Let's go. A little talk gate action if I'm able to land it today. We have the uncommon. I do like the uncommon. It's pretty clean looking. I like this is one of the few all black and white backgrounds with that tiny bit of color right there. I feel like it just looks pretty good. And then again, one of the few all black and white covers I like a lot. I think they did a great job with this one. This is one of the we haven't seen an all white and black cover, I believe, since some of those first runs of comics. Those first runs of the comics, the Journey into Mystery, the Marvel Comics #1, the Fantastic Four #1, the New Mutants, those were the ultra rares were all black and white covers, which I think they'll all do great. I like this black and white cover for the rare. Then the ultra rare, I think this one looks great too. I love this one. Again, I think a lot of you guys know that the last, I would say, handful of comics that dropped, I wasn't the biggest fans of their covers. I mean, some covers I like, but I feel like I wasn't the biggest fans of them, which is okay too. You're not going to absolutely love every single thing that drops. These covers, though, I feel like I'm a big fan of. I like these. We got the secret rare here. I do like this one. But again, that's Moon Knight in action, I feel like, right? I'm a big fan of the ultra rare, the rare, between that uncommon, secret rare. I like them all today. Big fan. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the covers today? I'm going to dive into this HODL or Sell video from Comics and Crypto. Let's go. Shout out to Sean and Spencer. Two amazing people. Their whole team behind this, I think they're going to do amazing. If you guys haven't subscribed to their YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. That's going to be 10K real soon.
Hey, VeVe fam. We are currently traveling for the next week, so we won't be able to provide a detailed HODL or Sell video for this comic drop. But we'd like to drop some quick insight and also our final verdict. Tomorrow we are getting Werewolf by Night number 32, the first appearance of Moon Knight. Story by Doug Mensch, with art by Dunn and Howie Perlin, and cover by Gil K.
That's an awesome cover right there. 9.8. I think that looks amazing. Again, this is the reason why I'm just personally a big fan of these common covers, because a lot of times the common, if not every time, the common is that physical counterpart of the original cover. And for me, I never collected these physical comics, so this is like, my way of collecting these comics.
Mark Spencer, a former U.S. Marine struggling with dissociative identity disorder, is granted the powers of an Egyptian moon god, and soon finds out that these newfound powers can be both a blessing and a curse. Moon Knight, starring Oscar Isaac, is now currently streaming on Disney+. According to Go Collect, Werewolf by Night number 32 is currently valued at $66,000 with a one-year average sale of $70,500. For our final verdict, we give this book a hodl. This comic is arguably one of the most popular comics of the Bronze Age and is absolutely on fire. This comic is a perfect example of an investment with a safe floor with big upside potential. Werewolf by Night number 32 is incredibly popular in the physical world, and if the show on Disney Plus turns out to be a big success, this will help the value of the comic reach new heights in both digital and physical format. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and check out the rest of our podcast on Apple, Spotify, and Amazon. Special thanks to Nine Finger for their incredible intro music.
Shout out to Comics and Crypto. They gave this one a hodl. I would have to agree. I haven't seen the movie at all, so shout out to anybody who has seen the movie. Have you guys seen any of the movie, at least on Disney Plus? I haven't seen any of it, but everybody keeps saying that it's pretty good. JD, no texting today. You know what's funny? I told my buddy the other day, I was getting kind of mad at him. I was like, I don't really blame you. It was just, I was like, why'd you have to text me minutes before the drop? But I was just kidding around with him. I have my alarm set today in case I do get caught up watching any kind of movies or anything like that, talking to you guys. What it do, JD? What it do, LJ? I like the initials. LJ, how we doing, fam? We got Kasu Mashu. We got Luke 001. How we doing, fam? Top of the morning punch. And we got December in the building. How we doing, fam? Gang's all here. How we doing, everyone? Lee Wong TV series is dope. So is the rare. I like the rare cover for sure. Common, the uncommon. I'm a little colorblind, color deficient, as they say. I can obviously tell, standout colors. Like this shirt I have on is obviously yellow. I'm just kidding. This is obviously blue. But it's sometimes like shades of colors when they're next to each other. I can't really pick them apart. So that's why for this uncommon cover, I can't tell if that's like gray, silver, or blue. I'm going to guess it's like some kind of light blue, but I can't really pick up that shade of color right there. But I know it stands out. That's all I know. It looks kind of like a light blue, I'm going to guess, but I want to put money on it. I'm only going to guess blue. It's kind of like silver, gray, blue. But that's what I mean. Those type of colors I can't really pick out 100%. Like this one I can obviously see. Like that's a yellow werewolf with like the red outlining. I can see that. But sometimes shades of certain colors I can't pick up. And I only found that out because when I went to the eye doctors a little bit ago, a couple years ago now, they had the coloring book with like a wheel of a bunch of different colors, and they would say, read the number that's in the middle of them. And I was like, first page I could do, it's the easiest one. I'd flip, and I'm like, there's no numbers in this. And they were like, are you serious? What do you mean? I was like, what do you mean? There's no number in the middle of this. And they're like, uh-oh. And they told me, there's a number in there. I just can't say it. I'm colorblind, color deficient. We were brewing something amazing for everyone. Let's go. Maybe it'll be epic. I agree. I said yellow. Just trying to catch you guys, see if you guys are sleeping today or if you guys are alert. Trying to trick you guys. Rich J, how we doing, fam? Yo, did I get KYC yesterday? Anyone else? I'm not sure, Punch, if you did. That's a good sign. I think it'll be a good time when everybody gets KYC. I think that's the first initial step into, where we want to see this go. I know there's a lot of complaints that some people don't want to do that until they cash out, etc. But overall, I think it's going to be probably the standard moving forward. So I'm not sure, Punch. I heard someone else have KYC. They said they had to change their birth date for some reason. If you go to the settings, personal details, a lot of people's birthday. Well, I'm sorry, it's not in the personal details. Let's see, where would it be? I think it is in the personal details, but for some reason my birthday is not even in there, which is odd. Wasn't birthdays in there? Because when there was a point in time when people were checking their birthdays, and the birthdays were like a day off for a lot of people. Mine was accurate. Mine was the same, but now I'm going to the personal details and it's not even up there. So maybe the last update got rid of that for some reason. Interesting. Oh, they took it out? Okay, cool. Not yet, Lee Wong. That's going to be happening this week, though. This week is the week that I'm finally going to be setting up my own personal Discord. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for it. You know, a lot of people have been asking for it. So finally, we're going to make that happen this week. I think it's going to be a good time. You know, a lot of like-minded, just people that share the same mindsets, share the same mentality. You know, a good positive escape, because I know Twitter can be kind of filled with a lot of negativity. Different platforms can be filled with a lot of negativity. So I feel like, you know, if I can just create a safe, you know, positive space for a lot of people who want to come in and hang out, I think that'd be a great spot. Plus, I think it'd be a good idea to have in there so we can do giveaways and all kinds of fun stuff. Maybe have a raffle who wins some signed JD gear type stuff, because I'm going to be sending out some signed surprises to a few people today and tomorrow. And I feel like the Discord, if I create like a nice little group, you know, area, I feel like that'd be fun to do every once in a while. Just have people enter something some way, and then we can, you know, do a giveaway, and I can give out some signed Johnny Dunn gear. Won't be anything crazy, but I feel like it'd be cool to have, you know. What is KYC? So Tommy, KYC is basically, I think it stands for Know Your Customer. It's just a way to where you can basically, it prevents like any kind of illegal stuff going on. It's a way to legitimize everything so people can't just create fake accounts all over the place. And so KYC was originally planned, I think, for when people cash out, when people turn their or ready to withdraw their gems to US dollars or whatever currency your country has. Once that happened, that's when people thought KYC would be implemented with your bank account and everything. But I think with the whole situations that's going on and everything, I think it's going to be good if we do implement that just as a standard. I know that could be a little bit of friction for a lot of people, so it'll be interesting to see how we handle that. The original plan was to not have KYC when you originally sign up, so they can just have the masses get into VeVe. But I'm sure maybe someday they could have like a VeVe for kids type thing. You know, they've teased about that before, but they haven't really gone with that one. I think a lot of things are still up in the air. They're not sure exactly which route they're going to go. But it's one of those things where I got trust in the VeVe team. If they decide to go for it, I think that's going to be the best bet. JT, good luck today. JT, good luck, my man. They took it out. Good to know. And how can I see my history of purchases and sales? Punch, here we go, my man. So go to the bottom profile tab where you see store, collection, feed, market, profile. Once you're at your profile screen, you'll see the wallet, profile, following, promo code, my QR code, all that stuff. Click on your wallet. Once you click on your wallet, you're going to see your however much money you have in your wallet, transactions under that, and then get more gems. Click on transactions. Once you click on transactions, you can go through your entire... There's probably going to be a way we can print this out one day. Probably on the desktop or something like that once the mobile or the web app comes. But here you can just go down and look at, you know, all your purchases, whatever you want to market sell, store purchases, gem purchase, market sell. Like you can go through all this stuff. Market purchase. All the way down, all the way up. I got a lot of gem purchases and market purchases. I got some sells in there too, but I think a lot of you guys know I'm a collector. Kind of transitioned into a little bit of a flipper, just so the stuff that I don't love, you know, that way I can increase my gems. I have been adding a lot of gems lately because I just want to take advantage of this opportunity right now. This feels the same way when I went all in March 2021. You know, there's a lot of FUD out there. There's a lot of distractions, a lot of other platforms popping up. People are saying, oh, let me get in here. And, you know, I saw the dip happen after, you know, we ran up big time in March. And so that's when I went all in again. You know, I just got to stay focused sometimes. You know, you can't let distractions always, you know, steer you out of your actual conviction. Now, again, every time I say that, I don't think it's a bad idea to go on other platforms, you know, try to make some money in other platforms if that's what you want to do. No birthday has been out for a few updates now. Good to know, Ronnie Lido. I didn't notice that. Looks like you guys are all on the ball with that one. It's one of those things where I never check. So interesting. Okay, all birthdays have been gone. I shall be there, my friend. Let's go. Yeah, I think Discord's gonna be popping once we get it set up. Bro, when can we sign our VeVe collectibles for giveaways and such? My mind will explode. Man, chasing Sundays. This is gonna happen. They've already talked about it. Obviously things got delayed with everything else. What's happened, I think, is that they probably had a roadmap of things that they wanted, do on scheduled time frame. And then there's a lot of complaints, a lot of things that they felt like, what? We had an idea, we had a strategy, but we're here in the community, so we want to prioritize things that we feel like the community really, really wants right now. And so because of that, I think that's why we're seeing it prioritize in a couple of different things. MTL, web app, interoperability. I know those are things that the team really wants to see happen. And so after that kind of stuff happens, that's when I think we'll start to see, the little features come out that I think are amazing. Signing the VeVe collectibles. Oh, man, I can't wait for this. Yeah, I understand that, Rich Buddy. KYC should have been the first thing that implemented a long time ago. Definitely understand that. I think their original sentiment, though, their game plan was to not have KYC initial onboarding just because they didn't want any friction. They didn't know they were going to blow up this quick. And so their whole idea was to just bring on as many users as you possibly can without creating that friction. And then if people want to withdraw, cash out, then you implement that KYC. But I think they blew up so quick and so many users to where maybe some of those original game plans may have got altered, changed a little bit. Let's go. Absolutely, Liwan. Absolutely. Appreciate your support all the time. You come into the live streams, appreciate it big time. So they're just picking and choosing people for KYC. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think it's one of those things where Punch, eventually everybody's going to KYC. At least that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's what I'm kind of hoping to. You get this printed out for tax season. Yep, tax season right around the corner. Gutsy, hey yo, fam. How we doing, fam? Absolutely. March 2021 feels. Gutsy, I've been having for a couple weeks now. That's why I didn't want to, but I just kept adding in money because I sold a couple things to, reinvest in some more things that I wanted, but I don't want to. It feels exactly the same thing that happened in March 2021. April, after we saw that huge run up, things crashed back down. Crashed, right? And so a lot of people left, a lot of people got scared, etc. And the people that doubled down and really went hard months later ended up becoming whales. And it was like, how'd you do that? And it was like, everyone could have done it. People can do it right now. This just feels like another huge opportunity. Sam Ellis makes great points on Twitter. I keep seeing all the time. This is another opportunity, a second chance for people to put themselves in position of historic, legendary items. Like this is Disney, this is Marvel, this is Givenchy, this is DC, this is the biggest brands in the world, all on one platform and premium digital format. Like right now, I get it. We see other platforms, interoperability, etc. That should just give you guys more confidence. That should just give you more, make you more bullish. We're going to see tons of platforms pop up in the future. We've already seen it. There was licensed collectibles on different platforms since March of 2021, right? We got Coach Jeff. How are we doing, Jeff? We've been in this for a year already. Wow. Isn't that crazy? Bungie does not feel like a year. It feels like I've never had this happen to where it feels like just a couple months ago, but also at the same time, it feels like 3 years ago. Like two extremes. It feels like just a little bit ago we started, but at the same time, you think about it and it's like, dang, it feels like it's been 3 years, right? Rich J, I can't believe Mickey's under drop price and still falling all bot accounts. Let's take a look at it, Rich J. Ooh, Disney all together now. The Series 1 Mickey Mouse NFT collection, ultra rares at 1.8K. It's like less than 0.5 each. Uncommon 289. This is for the Series 1 Mickey Mouse NFT collection. And the common is 248. Uncommon 289. Let's go to the one that just dropped. I still can't believe I got that ultra rare. And the mint number 2. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Kurosemi. I'm not sure if he's on today's live stream or not already, but you're the one that pointed out the mint number to me, brother. I was just trying to vision ultra rare. So when I read ultra rare, I couldn't believe what I was reading. Didn't even pay attention to it didn't look like a crazy mint number right away. I didn't actually read it. All right, so the ultra rare, the Mickey Mouse NFT collection, Series 2 is $329. But that's a fake account, well, private account. First public account is $341. Again, that's something that I try to do. For if anybody doesn't know what I mean, this is something I've been saying for months that you should maybe try to at least think about doing. I know it's hard because if people are sniping low mints at the floor, you don't have time to check to see if it is a real person. Oh. So if you're sniping, I can understand that. Or if you're just sweeping the floor, I can understand too. But for me, I'd rather not profit. I'd rather, not make the money and just not support these accounts. But again, that's just, the type of person I am. So like I wouldn't buy from them. I would scroll down. I'd pay a little bit more and just buy from a public account. Now, again, just because it's private doesn't mean it's not a real person. We've seen family members be private, etc. But sometimes you can just tell when it's not a fake or when it's a fake account. Something like, these two, I would almost guess that they're going to be private accounts right here. Private. So that's what I mean. That's just something that I like to do because I've been saying it for months. I try not to support these fake accounts, these random accounts, private accounts. I'd rather support a real person and not keep that problem going on. It's one of those things where, people say you can make more money doing that. Yeah, but you're kind of helping the problem at the same time. So you may gain it personal advantage there and personal profits, but overall, you're still supporting everything that's making things go wrong. So I think if you see people complaining about all these fake accounts, but then you see them buying from them, you got to kind of say, well, you're kind of supporting that, So, but again, it's hard because when you're trying to snipe something from the floor, you don't have time to go check if it's a real person. So you can't really fault anybody. We have the uncommons going for 66. And let's see, what's the commons going for? Commons going for 54. Yep, under retail. Retail was $60. Again, this would be, in my eyes, the biggest opportunity right now because it's a Disney license Mickey Mouse NFT collection, Series 1. Now, the only problem with this is, they're all private accounts, most of them. So, for me personally, it all depends on, your morals, I guess you'd say. Like, do you want to sweep the floor under it and then risk your account getting restricted by buying these, collectibles that could get, taken away, etc., from all these fake accounts? Well, there's only one person I'd probably buy from right here. Oh, not that person. This person. Public account. Probably the least talented flipper. That's his bio. But he's got 83 full sets, so you can tell he's a collector. So that's just something that, I've been saying for months. I'm glad other people are finally starting to say in the community. Because it's one of those things that, you can't always help it, but when you can try, I feel like as an overall community, we can kind of help mitigate those things. Exactly. See, Getsy, that's a thing, right? It's actually not even a bad thing. You see it under retail, and if you know that they're all bot accounts or all fake accounts, because eventually, once the VeVe team gets rid of those accounts, gets rid of those collectibles, look what the floor is going to be, right? So if you can find a real person, I probably should have just bought that one from that person. Let's see. Where side is his username? Let's see if it's still there. It's gone. So whoever bought that, good job. That was you. Because that's the stuff that you can control, right? You can't control, when it's a private account. But when it's public, you're at least supporting a real person at that point. and you're not contributing to the problems that we're seeing right now, you know? I mean, personally, yeah, you could probably profit by buying every single one of these under retail, right? But then your account may get restricted because you have collectibles that were, you know, illegally in here, et cetera, or whatever the case may be. You run that risk, but also you're just supporting all the problems that's going on right now. So it's like, you know, I guess it just comes down to the individual person. Main thing we want is interoperability and web app. I agree, DJ D. And you know, the VeVe team's listening. The VeVe team has always done a good job. The Comey team, VeVe team. You know, they're probably listening to the video right now. You know, they're always on ground floor, you know, in the community, listen to the tweets. They may not reply, but you know, they're seeing everything, right? They're seeing the YouTube videos. A lot of YouTubers, you know, they probably don't realize that the Comey team watches everything. You know, the VeVe team, they watch all the videos. So they know what's going on. They get a pulse of the sense of the community. So DJ, I agree. I think they understand how much we want that interoperability. They understand how much we want that web app. I think that's also probably why they teased it a little bit in the last AMA video they did, just to kind of show us, you know, they're working on it. They're getting there. Can you explain why it's taking them this long to implement KYC? Maybe we see it as easy. Yeah, DJD. So I don't know the exact reasons on this, but I'm just going to give you guys my best estimate on why I think it may be taking a little bit longer. When you see other companies pop up and they have the MTL, right? VeVe's on a global scale. VeVe's, I'm going to say this and it's going to sound like a Moonboy thing, but it's just the truth. VeVe is like the biggest app in the world. VeVe has the most NFTs in the world. VeVe has, you know, they're trying to do MTL on a global scale for almost every country in the entire world. Now, when you're doing that and you're not just restricting it to the USA and maybe another country or two, that's an easy, quicker way to do it. They could have done that, but I guarantee you if they did that, there probably would have been a lot of complaints in the community. That's not fair. They should have waited until everybody had MTL. You know, these people can cash out while we can't. We're left stuck. This isn't fair. It's a scam, you know? So I guarantee you it's one of those things where if they did do that, there would have been backlash in the community that way. They probably felt like it was best to just, you know, maybe hold off, but when it's ready, it's going to be there for a majority of the entire global world. And so that's another reason why I feel like the interoperability may just be taking a little bit longer too. You know, when you look at some of these other platforms and they have it right away, that's amazing. But again, it's not on the same scale as what VeVe is. You know, VeVe's NFTs, there's a lot of them, right? They have every single brand in the world. So when we get on that interoperability, when we get on that IMX, different platforms, etc., you know, there's going to be a huge amount of volume. And my guess is probably that's the only reason why it's taking so long. But again, just guesses. I don't have the exact answers. But DJD, that's my thinking. I just hope VeVe disables and remove those accounts soon. I agree, Getsy. I think they will, man. It's one of those things where I always think about if we can all see what's happening, you know they have to see what's happening. If they can see everything on a bird's eye view, especially if there's an investigation going on what's happening, I feel like sometimes they can't just come out and say things that we may want to hear them say because they're afraid it may tip, you know, the certain people off, etc. So that's kind of why I'm thinking, you know, I'm just trusting the team that they're doing a lot more behind the scenes that we probably even can imagine. So I hope so too, Getsy. You know, it's always a little frustrating anytime the market opens up and you see all those, you know, fake accounts. I think it won't be an overnight, you know, fix, but I think over time we're going to start to see that gradually clear up big time. We got the Palace boys in the building. Shout out to Jerry. I think KYC shows up when you got 10K to withdraw. I think 1K, yeah, 1K is the barrier for you need at least 1K in your account to be able to withdraw. So maybe that's it too, Rich Buddy. Maybe you need at least 1K in your account to have that KYC. Probably why I haven't gotten it yet. I need some gems right now. I feel like stuck again. I'm in the kind of that same position to where I gotta come out of my bag and come up with some strategy moves to be able to get myself some leverage here because I don't want to let go of too many of my big dupes. Like I have a second Walt. I've been hodling that one. That's one I don't really plan to sell. My Walt, my second, my duplicate Walt. That's one where I just plan on using as like a big renting piece, I feel like. I have a Homer, you know, second Homer. I don't want to sell that for 700 because I feel like that's too feel like that's even too low. VeVe just tweeted 30 minutes, 30-minute warning. I'm going to need another 2-minute warning or if they tweet out. But that's kind of where I'm thinking. 1K probably in your account. Let's go. Facts. This is the floor for collectors. I would say floor. This is like the lowest floor. I mean, a lot of things, a lot of variables in that. If you look at charts, I mean, shout out to Cherry Charts. You know, I just saw some of his work that he just put out there. If you guys are following him, definitely check him out. You know, he just put up a chart that gives you a visual, you know, amazing visual to show you that, you know, we had a huge run up and then came back down, you know, a little stagnant period, huge run up, you know, way higher than the previous all-time high, came back down, you know, it's going to be stagnant for a little bit. What do you think is the next evolution of that? When we boom again, it's going to be the all-time highs. It's going to pass our all-time highs, I believe, for a lot of these collectibles, at least. The Comey Wiki, you know, has another amazing chart analysis. I think you may have to pay a little bit for that one, though. Man, my allergies. I don't know if it's allergies. It can't be allergies. It's got to be the mold. Absolutely, JD. I'm going to be doubling down this summer and grinding just like last year. Facts, Getsy. You know, I'm going to try to pick up another job just to get some extra cash right now, so I can just keep funneling cash in. Robin J. A, how we doing, fam? Robin J. A, I owe you and Green Goblin a little some kind of giveaway. I'm glad you did get a rebound the other day too. I did pick up a kit for like 124. And I picked one up right around retail. I was trying to pick one up under retail, but I couldn't buy one, so just got one basically for retail price. I keep pushing chips in and doubling down. Coach Jeff, you're going to be rewarded, I think. Not financial advice, but my opinions, the experience I've had leads me to believe that you're going to be well positioned. And it's just, you know, Andre Jick has talked about this before, the doubling good effect. When things are in store, in stock, maybe under retail, cheap, nobody wants it. Nobody wanted Todd. Nobody wanted Todd McFarlane Batman. Think about that. Why? Because it was cheap. It was in store, in stock for retail price. Wasn't selling out. All of a sudden, as soon as it sold out, as soon as it got to a couple thousand, now the FOMO kicks in. Oh my gosh, I want Todd Batman. But you didn't want it when it was $80 in store, you know? So I think that's where we're at right now with a lot of these collectibles. Even Ray Fixie has talked about it, you know? I mean, I know there's a lot of controversy with him, but one thing that he said that I believe is accurate, you know, he tweeted out saying that people don't want cheap things. That's kind of, he touched on just the psychology aspect of that. You know, that's why a lot of these luxury brands do so well, because they're expensive. You know, you take the same look, you put it on something else and say it's only $10, you know, it won't be as sought after. But a lot of times, once things are expensive, once you see that supply drop, that's when that FOMO kicks in, and that's when people really start wanting that same collectible. You know, look at Marvel Comics #1. When that first got released and there was, you know, thousands available, it was $1.99. People resold it for $1.99. They stayed like that for weeks. You know, people were like, VeVe's done. VeVe lost momentum. Well, even now, well, I can't check the market because it's closed, but even now, that same comic book is over like $200, $300, got up to $700. You know, like, think of how crazy that is. So it just goes to show you that's a psychology aspect of it. There's also logic to getting the stuff out of the bot's hands. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that I think they're working on right now, trying to mitigate that as much as possible. I think they'll keep reducing it for sure. Depends on a person's personal morals. Absolutely, Ronnie Lito. And that's what I mean. Like, that's why I was kind of confused why people were like talking bad about what I was saying to people. You know, last couple of months I've been telling people, if you can try to buy from a real person, I think that's going to help out big time. I mean, as a whole community, we're so strong as a community to where if we all band together and say, let's just buy from real collectors, even if it's going to be, you know, $20 more than retail at the time, maybe. But imagine what the floors are going to be when all those bot accounts get wiped out, right? So instead of kind of trying to make that personal gain, you know, sweeping the floors of a lot of these bot accounts that are just trying to get it off as soon as possible, you're risking your account getting restricted, one, and two, you're just supporting everything that's going on. So a lot of times I've seen people complain about all this, but then they'll just go and do it. It's like, well, you can kind of help solve the problem by not supporting that, you know. But to each his own, I always say. Let's go, secret rare guy. Let's go, man. Oh, hope a lot of people hit today. You really did not even know who was a bot. I mean, you can kind of tell in the marketplace, Tucson. I mean, just with the usernames, if they're private. Again, like I say, not everybody who is a private account is a bot, because there's a lot of family members. I've seen a lot of you guys say your parents have private accounts, etc. So again, probably big whales have accounts that are private. Not every private account is a bot account, is a fake account. But for me personally, I only want to support those public accounts if I can help it. So nothing's wrong with having a private account, because a lot of times people just don't want their information out there. Their private business, how many collectibles they have. Because sometimes people with 3,000 collectibles, maybe even more, or not even that high, you just don't want that information out there. So I can definitely understand it too. All bots from 62 floor or Mickey. Yeah, there's that drop is definitely that one. The rewind drop. That's another reason why I'm so bullish on the rewind drop, the rewind collective, the cards, the House of Cards, because we all know how bad that one got hit with them. So I feel like once they do get those collectibles taken out of their accounts, the floors on them are going to be insane. Kind of like that Mickey Mouse too. So there's still one more House of Cards I need, but I'm trying to complete them all and get maybe one or two dupes, just because I do feel like the House of Cards will explode eventually. Triple X, how we doing, fam? I kind of agree with this, Tucson. Yeah, shout out to Randy, man. I hope everything goes all well. But I do kind of agree with this, Tucson. I think more people will start to go private because of that. I agree, Punch. I mean, the thing is, if they can see everything that's been happening from a bird's eye view, and we can all see what's happening too in the market, you have to imagine, if you guys invested in this team, you would think that they're going to understand what's happening too. And I do. I think they probably just can't say some stuff publicly. And that's why that public statement from them was so good, because when they don't say anything public, I understand how it can feel like, everybody who's complaining in the community doesn't feel like they're being heard. And when you feel like you're not being heard, that can be an issue. So I am glad to see that they put out that public statement to saying, like, we definitely hear you, VeVe fan. We understand. We're doing, what we can behind the scenes type thing. So the bots are connected closely to VeVe. I mean, if that's the case, I feel like the VeVe team would be able to figure that out ASAP. So I feel like it may not be that, just because if it was, you would think the Komi team would be able to figure that stuff out then. Metadata tells all. Yeah, I mean, shout out to all the people out there doing work. I know Getsy's been on the 007 mission lately. So hopefully everybody, that's the thing too. This community is so strong to where when we combine together, we can help solve a lot of issues. So there's a few other people too in the community that have been doing really well. Pyro, I think his name is. There's another one too. I'm going to say Brave. I may be completely wrong on this, but Brave Assassin, does that sound right? Bravo's Assassin, there we go. Like I said, there's a lot of people in the community that have been doing really good work, trying to figure out these issues. It's a tough one, man. Robin J.A., common or uncommon? Something as big as Mickey Mouse, I don't think you can go wrong with both. Both are iconic poses. I think both are going to do great. I really do think speed is a big part for getting the drop. I'm from an Elm. First few months, I got nothing. Trained my speed and timing, and boom, got 4 in the last 7. Wow, let's go, Mano. That's amazing. What is NL? The Netherlands? If so, I mean, shout out to you. I know a lot of people have been struggling in the Netherlands. Shout out to Miss Rose. I know a lot of other people have been not having the best luck. So shout out to you, Mano. I'm glad to hear that. I think it's a combination of things, but I definitely think timing and speed of that has a lot to do with it. And it's not about doing it one time either, Mano. It's about you understand it too. 4 out of the last 7, that's amazing. So it's about getting that consistency down. So I've heard so many times where people will, be complaining, I haven't got a drop in forever. They time it perfect one time, they don't get it, and they say, see, it's a scam. I timed it perfect. I'm like, all right, you timed it perfect one time. It doesn't guarantee anything, It's not a flawless remedy. It's not going to work every single time you time it perfect. But the more times you can time that, like if you timed it perfect 7 times in a row, you probably will get it 2 to 3 to 4 times. So, but then again, I've seen people where they time it, what they say is perfect, for months and they don't get it. And that's the part where, I feel helpless because I feel like if you're timing it perfect for months and months and months, you should be able to at least land a couple, Right along with Dave. Today is my day. It's time. Let's go. Have you checked the VeVe market on eBay? It's crazy. I have not, Lima. Haven't checked the eBay market prices on the VeVe collectibles, since last March, April 2021. And that was only because the market was closed. Most people don't realize or weren't here. And if you weren't here, listen to this story. A lot of people know by now. I bought my Starfire for $83 in the market. Shout out to Pasmanian because he always laughs every time I say this story. He's heard it like 300,000 times by now. But that was my first purchase ever in the marketplace on VeVe. It was like March 5th, maybe 2021. And then the market closed for a whole couple months, month or two. There was no market. And so imagine joining VeVe when there was no market, right? So that just goes to show you how early this was. That was just last year. And so what had to happen was people were buying stuff on eBay. People were doing deals on Telegram, all kinds of places. A lot of scams happened because it was the very beginning of that. And so luckily I used my reputation from even back then because I was going so hard on VeVe to use that as leverage with a lot of these trades. There was no way I was sending a collectible first to anybody. So I would say, yeah, let's do a trade or something, but you have to send it to me first. I'm definitely going to send you it back because I'm not going to ruin my reputation over one trade or whatever it is, So luckily, because of that, I was able to do pretty well, even with the market being down for a little bit. But are they doing well on eBay or not well? Like, what's the sentiment on eBay? Buy from my account on Mickey Common Floor. I'm not too sure on this, Kishu. It's one of those things where I never wanted to risk it. It's kind of like using multiple accounts. People say you can, but again, me, just never wanted to really risk it. I think one day they'll probably come where you can only use one account, but that's not there just yet. So I'm not too positive if you will get restricted or trouble because, you don't have any typical proof, 100% proof way of finding out if it's a bot account, real account that's just private. But I've heard of people buying, certain collectibles and then getting restricted. So I don't know all the details behind that, but it's just one of those things where I don't even want to put myself. It's one of those things where if I have to question it, is this okay? Is this not okay? It's probably not okay. And I probably just won't even deal with it, But again, that's just my personal judgment on that one. I think universal KYC for all new and old accounts should be necessary because bots can make new accounts all the time. I agree, JT. And now there's a lot of hearsay out there. They can make, fake KYC cards and all kinds of stuff or, all kinds of illegal stuff. But again, if that's the case, I heard someone else say this, good, make it so if they get caught, it's even more trouble, So that's one way to think about it. Exactly, Punch. And see, this is what people don't realize. You know, people see all these brands, you know, the hundreds of thousands of users that we have, and think, wow, this isn't a new company. This isn't early anymore. So, but just because of that, it just shows you how powerful VeVe really is, because this is still early. People just don't want to believe that because of how many people have already came here. But it's the truth. Don't sell that. What are you talking about, Lee Wong? What are you saying? Don't sell that to? I'm trying to think of trying to see a comment. Lee Wong, what were you talking about? Let's say don't sell that. Hodl it. Maybe a strategy live will be fun. Go over a good strategy with your followers. Strategy for what, Mano? What do you guys I'm kind of behind on these chats, so I'll catch up into it real quick if you read a new one. But what is the what collectible were you saying to hodl? And then Mano, what kind of strategy live? What was this about? The buy now button, Tommy. All right, so to go over this drop, we got it's 10:46 right now. We got 13 minutes and 33 seconds to the drop. All right, so for this, the buy now is gonna pop up 1 second after 0. The other day, the buy now was already up, so it's the same exact principle though. Even on the ones that the buy now button's already up, 1 second after 0 is going to become clickable. So for this one, the buy now is going to pop up 1 second after 0. So for this example, I'm going to act like there's 0 minutes left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Buy now. Might have been perfect right there. Again, I'm not waiting to see buy now pop up and then press. I'm trying to stay in rhythm. And a millisecond, slightly before I see buy now pop up, because of the timing, before I feel it's about to pop up, I'm starting my press, because by the time it actually clicks, it's going to be like right on time as the buy now pops up. But the buy now will be right where the timer is currently. New Zealand doesn't put up with BS. I want to say it's allergies too, but you know what's crazy, Tucson, is that you would think I would have allergies on the golf course, if anything, right? I'm perfectly fine anywhere else besides when I'm in my basement. So that tells me there's probably some kind of air quality going on in my basement. Strategy for flipping. Oh, okay. Where is bro in the Netherlands? Okay, cool. Let me get back to where I was in the comments, and I'll come down to him. I saw Superstar Money in the chat. What's going on, Superstar Money? What's going on, fam? If you guys aren't following Superstar Money, you know, make sure you go check them out on YouTube. It's not letting me bring up this comment. There we go. No. Superstar Money. You must have a comment that's like impossible to click on it. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Superstar Money in the house. You know, if you guys aren't following them, make sure you guys go follow them on YouTube. You know, amazing content creators for VeVe. We got Diego. 1 minute difference. Yep, facts. I have an alarm set, and it's like a permanent alarm, so I'm never going to forget again. I knew it was bound to happen, but I didn't think it was actually going to happen. It's crazy, right? These are just opportunities for so many people. I agree. Keep cars going down in pricing. 165, Rio said. I remember when DeLoreans were 145 for the ultra rare. Go to this summer. If you guys go to my YouTube and go to the VeVe 2021 tab and try to look for ones that were like in the summer. I have a couple of videos on here that are just not even me talking, literally just screen recordings of the marketplace. And I took these videos. I mean, there's tons of people that do, you know, marketplace analysis, you know, and they're amazing YouTube creators. But this is just something I want to do like real quick to come back to for times like these, just to show myself and everybody else, like, wow, look at these prices at one point, you know? Let's see here. I'm going to try to find something really quick. So many funny titles. All right, let's see. How to make a showroom. Wow, these are like time capsules, man. I have one that's the title. Why VeVe NFTs are real NFTs? That's how much fun there was. Let's see, how long ago was this? This is 7 months ago. This is August 2020. This is August 26th. I had to say why VeVe NFTs are real NFTs. It's still going on right now. Come on. Where's the market? Man, I can't find it. Well, I can't find it, but if anyone wants to have fun, go try to find them from the summer. Just like a market update video. And look at some of those prices. I think Superman was going for like 150. Maybe not even. Maybe like 95 back then. Wow, I can't find it. All right, but 8 minutes to go. 7 minutes and 35 seconds. All my eBay sales that I do flipping for goes straight into VeVe. Let's go. I know. Shout out to anybody else trying to make any kind of flips out there for more VeVe NFTs or owe me. You know, I think it's a great idea. Not financial advice. Facts. I mean, the market's going to go back up, but that's when the FOMO happens, you know. Let's go. I'm selling dead trees and buying NFTs. That could be a song right there, Tucson. Ghostwriter for JD. Got a zig when everyone zags. That's a fact right there. Shout out to NFT Pirates because he's been big on always saying that. When everyone's zigging, you got to zag, and vice versa. Fastest thumb in the East. I do feel like I got quick fingers, you know, but I feel like the key though is the start point. It doesn't matter how fast you are. If you start when you see the buy now, I'm probably already clicked the buy now by the time everybody's seeing it. The key, I think, is starting before you even see the buy now button. Think about that. Start your click before you see buy now. Now, you're going to want to instinctively press too soon because of that. You're probably going to go like 3, 2, 1, click. And it's going to be too soon. So hold yourself off. Think, hold yourself off, hold yourself off, hold yourself off. And right before you see it, start it. And that's what works for me big time. Pump the likes. Appreciate that big time. Light gate. 5 minutes, 51 seconds to the drop. What is your strategy for comics? Same as others. Yep. So, Gary, my strategy for the drop, same thing as before. Basically, just wait here until about 10 seconds. You'll feel like my whole body go in order because I'm trying to really like feel it. It sounds crazy, but because by the time you can kind of feel when 1 second after 0 is, you can feel when that buy now is going to pop up based on that rhythm. So right before you feel that, that's when I start that press. And sometimes I'm too early, but if you can hold yourself off, and then click 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. By now, I would have got it. My alarm. All right, so 5 minutes. Let's bump it. Oh, I just turned it off, basically. So that's my 5-minute warning alarm. Every single day I have it. 5 minutes to the drop. 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Some Johnny Magic. Yeah, they know, but bots give them lots of fees. James Brown. I think they would rather solve the bot issue than get some extra fees in it. But how we doing? Super Simono. What's the training toner site again? There's a couple of them. Carl R. One is tapgate.io, and I think that's from It's Wonderful. And Nexus. You can follow Nexus on Twitter. Same with It's Wonderful. Pineapple Gang. And there's another one too. Community member Not Sure. He made one. I used to try out a little bit. I feel like that was pretty good too. I never tried the tapgate.io, but I feel like a lot of people have and felt like that was pretty successful for them. Excuse me. Okay, Walker, I'm hoping you get some luck today. Facts. Yeah, exactly. We got 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Only 4 likes. Run that up, y'all. Doob's in the building. Yeah, strategy for flippers. You know, something I had to learn along the way. I wasn't a flipper initially, so there's a lot of things I had to learn. Probably still not the best at it, but you know, you learn things every day. 2 minutes and 47 seconds. I grabbed the Frida punch. Let's go. Johnny Drop King Dunn. No look clicking OG. I haven't done the no look just yet. I feel like this one's going to be a little bit too hard to do a no look on. But I will probably try to do one at least. Before this style of drop is over, I will try to do at least 1 or 2 no looks. just for history's sake. Dan is watching. Shout out to Dan. He probably is. Yeah, absolutely, Austin. You can't leave what's working. Carl R. in the building. We got Ivy in the building. How we doing, Ivy? Good luck today. Super Daddy Cool, yo. I like the name. I don't want to do Telegram. Telegram would probably be the easiest thing, but just because there's like a lot of unknowns in Telegram, I feel like Telegram is the wild, wild west. I feel like Telegram may not be the best. I'd rather do a Discord. At least everything's like saved on there. Yeah, you feel it. You got to feel it in your body. If you watch my last live streams, you'll see me like go like 3, 2. I'm trying to like breathe with it and everything. What's your ping looking like by you? There's 1 minute 13 seconds to the drop. So I'm going to do it right after this. Right after this drop, I'll do the speed test. I did start making music in 2018. 1 second. Let's go. We got Doobs in the building again. Kent Dub. I'm not missing today. Thank you guys. You guys didn't remind me last time. Usually I have a bunch of people who remind me. But I'm just late on the... There we go. I'm just late on the live chat sometimes. That one definitely got held up at 41 seconds. 38 seconds, maybe. All right. 32 seconds, fam. Let's go. Chat. Kelvin Katsu. Good luck, fam. I'm not too sure about the FEFA tag on the kit. Yeah, I feel like it could go either way. $13 seconds. All right, fam, let's get it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Right now. Nope, too early. I didn't get it. I got it. What? This had to be a drop that nobody went for. What? That doesn't even make sense. What? I'm not even happy about this one. I literally timed it wrong. I timed it too early. That's wild. If you guys thought there was a conspiracy before, today is going to be unbelievable. I was too early, and then I clicked, and I got it. But this one felt like a miss. 2,600. If I get a secret rare. This is just ridiculous. And my buy now button's still up. Did everybody get a dub? I feel like everybody got a dub now. Let's go, Diego. Meiji got it. Nailed it. Let's go. Kelvin got it. Dubes got it. This could be it, Kelvin. There's no way I would have got this drop just a little bit ago. There's absolutely no way. Let's go. December, how'd you do? You had to have gotten this one. No way. What? December, can you please screen record your drop next time and send it to me in the DM in our chat? I need to see what is going on. I was too early and got it on my second click. Let's go, Austin. Austin, how are we doing that? I feel like every time I do it, you do it too. Shout out to all the people that just joined the live stream today. Let's go. Your boy timed it late. I still got it. Let's watch the replay here. And again, this felt like an L. So I'm not even really that happy about it. I'm kind of more so just surprised. But hey, we'll take it. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Bye now. That little pause. People are going to be like, what in the world? But see, also, I'm glad you say this stuff too, because if I was the only person this happened to, people wouldn't believe it, you know? A lot of dubs today. Let's go. I think this is a pretty important comic, too. Let's go, Kelvin. How amazing does that feel, though, man? I know it's been a while since we felt like that. I'll have to sit this one out and figure out what's going on my app. Hey, Johnny boy, what's happening with your app? Not working for you? Interesting. My buy now is still up. So I'm going to try to get a rebound right at the 4-minute. And this time I'm just going to go as soon as my phone turns 11:04. I'm not even going to use the clock and see if I still get it. Now this would be quick thumbs. Nope, didn't get it. Something definitely happened. Let's go, Job. I timed it wrong. I also got it. Let's go. No way. W, first time doing your method too. Let's go. Wow, you guys are amazing. See, this just feels good because you know how many times people tell me on Twitter that, like, it's a conspiracy. It's not all about timing. It's like, dude, what? Then try doing it late then and see what works. Try having the best phone possible and clicking late and see if that works, you know? December 9/11. So Kay Walker, first person in the chat, didn't get one today. Wow. Super Rush Dove. Jockey. Shouty boy, it just started as a joke, but I'm just running with it now. Yeah, Austin, it's wild. Whatever you're doing, keep it up, bro. Because I feel like it's hard to be in sync with exactly what I'm doing because YouTube had like the little bit of the time delay there. But I'm so glad you keep doing it, man. Let's go. We got Taps in the building. Taps with a dub. Taps, did you one tap it today or did you spam tap it today? Taps, your name just goes perfect. Danielson got 2. Wow. I don't know December what we got, but I'm actually really upset you didn't get one. TY got one. December's one of the most loyal subscribers, one of the most loyal VeVe fan members are and still can't hit. Or still doesn't hit. I'm sure December's doing everything possibly right. I just can't figure it out. Just leaving me feeling helpless right now. Failed again. Wow, Robbie failed too. I feel like today was the day. Timing was awful and still got it, Brett. Sometimes, they say it's better to be lucky than good, right? Sometimes that happens in golf too. I feel like when you do everything the right way, karma has a way to bring back the same energy. Meaning, when I'm out there golfing, I'm practicing, I'm fixing all my ball marks around the holes and everything. No one's out there forcing me to do that. But then when I'll go play a round of golf and I shank one, hits a tree, it'll bounce in the middle of the fairway. And people are like, dude, what? I'm like, I don't know, man. Let's go. Borat with a dub, big dub. Let's go. Yeah, he should have hit the buy now on yesterday's drop. Crazy. We didn't know what it would do. The whole market sentiment's kind of down right now. So, I'm not sure if something like that was going to be retail or not. I think it was a good thing for anyone to buy that one. L pressed too early. See, I thought I was going to get an L too. Let's go. Yeah, Gio. I'm glad, it's one of those things where maybe it took the community to kind of do what we did to, make them really get on with it. But to me, it felt like they obviously know what's going on. If this is just my personal opinion, it felt like they probably just can't say things publicly because of the investigation that's going on. But maybe, it took what we had to do to, really help solve some things. And I'm glad to see it because this is what's starting to bring back that fun. You know what I mean? I know how frustrating it probably is when everybody's striking out, when JD gets the drop every single time. It's like, dude, what? But this brings back the fun, you know what I mean? This brings back the excitement. This brings back people being able to collect things they really want. This is good to see. This is great. Time to absolutely perfect. If I get a secret rare, I'm going to die. Eric Nolan, let's go. I'll tell you, literally timing it perfect. There's a different feeling about that than I've ever experienced in anything. Let's go. I'm really excited to see, hopefully, when we open up this marketplace, a lot of real people in there. It's going to be good to see. Let's go. First comic ever for Diane C. Let's go. Man, Knight Rider. Knight Rider. How many Knight Riders did you get the other day? I was also too early like you, and I clicked again, thought that was it. And then I still got it. Let's go. How amazing is that? Let's go. Ken Penguin was early and still got it too. I wonder why. You know what? I kind of want to say this, but I kind of don't in case, the people who have the bots are watching. I don't want to kind of tip them off. But I feel like I have an idea of probably what they might have done that. If they did, I think this is going to be a great thing moving forward. Because I feel like that's definitely how you solve the issues. But it's also probably why a lot of us who timed it perfect probably weren't able to get in today. We probably did time it perfect. So that timing is exactly what you need for other drops too. Don't feel like you timed it once and that's it. For every drop moving forward, try to go with that exact timing. And you can kind of play with it. Some drops you are going to be too early and won't get it. Learn from that. Sometimes you're going to be a little bit too late and not get it. Learn from that and try to go right in between both. It's not going to be perfect, but yeah, definitely screen record and send to me December because you should be landing them by now. Yeah, rebounds. All right, I just missed one, but I'll go for the 12-minute rebounds in a few minutes. Let's go. Still have buy now button. I still have buy now button too. I'm going to go for the 12-minute rebound. Yeah. So I said that's going to be history. Levon. VeVe Vibes. Let's get a dub today. Let's go. Shout out to VeVe Vibes. If you guys aren't following VeVe Vibes, make sure you guys go follow VeVe Vibes on YouTube. Another great content creator out there in the VeVe community. I like the name too, VeVe Vibes. That's a good name. I should have thought of that one earlier. I thought of VeVe memes. I knew memes were going to be huge with this when I first found it. So I created the VeVe memes account back in the day. You know what else? It makes me think of this too. This is going to be legendary. This will be an NFT eventually. I was going to do it, but I felt like it was too early. It would have seemed like a money grab type thing and wouldn't have probably, sold. It would have just been something that people laughed at. But a couple years into VeVe, and once VeVe becomes that household name, I think what I'm about to show you is going to become legendary. I wish I took a better picture, but it's going to be funny. It was right about when I made VeVe memes. I knew this was going to be huge. March 9th, 2021. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Yeah, March 9th, 2021. The first ever official VeVe NFT selfie. The first person ever to have a selfie, an official selfie where, you actually take it with a VeVe NFT in the picture. You know how amazing that's going to be long term when everybody's taking selfies with the VeVe NFTs. Johnny Dunn has the first ever official selfie VeVe NFT. That's going to be an NFT one day. I was just trying to do things, put myself in the position of like year 2, 3, like what's going to be iconic, High mint, but feels like a super juicy secret rare. Yeah, I was definitely slow today. Wow, VeVe Vibes. This is your first comic since November, brother. Holy cow. I am so glad you hit them. Wow, okay. I can understand why, a little frustrated them. That's a long time, brother. Yeah. Months and months. See, these are the types of things where I feel helpless on because everything I've been saying, you probably been doing to a T. And there's a few others too that I just can't hit. So that's why I've been trying my hardest to try to figure out why can some people come on, try the the tips and everything, and it works for them, but then there's still people not hitting for months and months and months. That's the part that I can't get over, and it literally keeps me up at night because I feel like I'm helpless. Tyler Sheehan with a dub, Punch with a dub, Eric with a dub, Gabe Vincent with a dub. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Things are changing. Facts. Interesting. DG Vet. I would go back then and then come back in, and you probably have that one pending. That's what happened to me, but then it ruined your buy now, and that's what I just did. So don't do that. But if you go back and come back in, that's when your one pending will show up. But now my buy now is gone. And see, yeah, I agree. Too real multimedia. And this is what I was saying to people. People didn't believe what I was talking about. People thought it wasn't the case. As soon as that guy, that botter came on the spaces, I didn't want to give that person a platform and, participate in that. But it was just something the person I didn't want to do. But the fact that he came on the spaces and talked to hundreds of people about basically saying you can't stop me, that was a red flag to me. A lot of people told me no, he just went on the spaces for this person, etc. That didn't seem right. It seemed like to me that a person like that's going to come out to the public and say how great they're doing, to try to cause fear and try to make it seem like that. If they're really unstoppable, you want to come out there and tell everybody that. So to me, that was like a red flag that the VeVe team's probably onto them. They're getting scared. They're lashing out. They're going the offense, So that told me that the team's probably doing a great job. Even though it may not seem like that in the micro, the fact that they had to do that shows me that the team's probably doing, everything they possibly can. Let's go. Shout out to Miss Rose. Did you grab one on the drop too, or did you miss the drop, Miss Rose, and you just grabbed the rebound? Either way, let's get it. Let's go. Let's go, Noble Man with a dub. Man, what a feeling this is, right? Altuno with a dub. Chat's going crazy today. Let's go. Now we just need December. I think the whole chat is rooting on December now. Let's go. Wow, interesting, James. Good to know. So you probably have a fast phone then, just seeing 4 and 8 on the phone clock. Basically, that's when you go. Single tap dove for Alan Lucker. Man, this is amazing. Let's go. Kelvin got 2 today. This is what we've been missing, fam. This is it right here. I was definitely faster than you and still failed. Yeah, Robbie, that's what I mean. That's what's so frustrating because like today was clear miss. You know, it didn't even feel good. Like usually I love hitting the drops because I literally time it perfect. Like it feels amazing. I feels like I won. Today it feels like I shanked it, I topped it, and the ball rolled all the way up to the hole and went in. You know, anytime you see that golf, the golfer is not happy. You just throw your hands up and are like, oh, okay, I'll take it. You know, but these are the statements, Robbie, where I still can't figure it out why that happens. But yeah, since my device doesn't meet security requirements, I have the same device, iPhone 12, restarted my phone, made sure the app's updated and still right. I might have to message them. I get that, you know, sometimes too. A lot of people get that. I don't think that's anything to worry about. I know Miss Rose has gotten that. A lot of people have gotten that message. I feel like that just randomly pops up. What's going on with your VeVe app, though, that makes you not be able to use it? Will it not let you log in, or what's the case with the VeVe app? W2 in a row. What's going on? Maybe real humans, man. I hope. This is awesome. Shout out to Diane C. First comic on drop. This is a good comic book too, I believe. So depending on the rarity, mint number. If you're new too, if you get a low mint number, say you get a common comic book, don't just think automatically that common comic book is worthless. One, the common comic books actually are the same counterpart as that physical comic cover, the original cover. So those are always, I think, are going to be pretty big. The rarities, the different rarities will be big too, just because how limited they are in addition count. But the commons, if you have a low mint common, say you have like a 399 mint common, that's going to give you a pretty high value. People will pay a premium for that low mint. especially if it's not even just a low mint, but it's a special mint number. Say this comic book, I have no idea. This is just an example. I don't know offhand. Say it came out in 1973, right? And you have a 1973 mint number. That's going to be a huge deal right there. This feels good. Wow, Ginferno with the L. Sorry to hear that, my man. Hopefully it comes out in the market pretty cheap for you to pick up. A lot of people got dubs on this drop. This does feel amazing today. Let's go. Meiji, not to be rude, but when everyone gets dubs, that means the drop is not good. I would say Meiji. Typically, that's what it's meant in the past. I think things are changing, though. I think this is going to be a pretty solid drop. You know, I think this is a pretty solid comic book. We'll watch the Comics and Crypto hodl or sell video once again, just because I think when we first watched it, not many people were here today.
I drink mushroom. You can find them on Instagram at 9.
Just a second, I'm going to play the video so we can go over the hodl or sell video once again. Because Meiji, they gave it a hodl. I mean, this is a pretty expensive comic book right now in the real world. Just got 2 today. Let's go. Let me know, too, if the marketplace opens up. VeVe Vibes, W4. Let's go. Hit the rebound, too. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is amazing. People are going to be getting drops, rebounds. Let's just hope this can continue, you know. I guarantee you that it may not be a, perfect end-all solution right now, but you can tell iterations of this will keep happening. It will get better. So, also, Eric Nolan, a super high number doesn't mean it's necessarily not valuable either. You know, it could be, a secret rare. It could be a high mint secret rare. It could also be one of the last ever editions. When you have the last edition of something, that's going to be a premium too. Omi Queen hit. Let's go. I hope, man. And I hope you mean by packing their bags, Kurosemi, by leaving. 4G data with bad service. Diego's wife just hit. Let's go. First time getting a comic drop and rebound on the same comic ever. Wow, this is amazing. Yes, things are definitely changing. It's great to see this because this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is exactly how you bring back that positivity, the fun atmosphere. Because, of course, there was a period of time, months, where a lot of people were struggling. VeVe Vibe said he was struggling since November on these comics. Ms. Rose went months without hitting one. December still in that same boat. Willow Kid, he was struggling for a while. Finally hit. I think he's struggling again. He can't seem to hit. Maybe today was a change of that. Hopefully it was. Let's go, fam. Getsy, I think, hit 2. I feel like most of my comic dubs come from messing up my timing and panic clicking, but I'll take it. Also, sometimes that happens. I would say there's definitely more chance of error when you're trying to manually one-time it, just because you could time it too early, too late. You could miss the buy now button. When you're just spamming, there's a little bit less error, I feel like. Less chance of error, but you don't have as much control. So there's pros and cons to it. I have hit a couple times by missing it too early and then hurrying up and just double clicking at the end. I've gotten a few drops that way, so I would say it's not impossible, but it's not likely. Wow, see, Right Along Dave, he's been on the struggle bus right now, 0 for 28. I mean, you're due. If you were in fantasy baseball right now and you've been on a cold streak like that, I'd be picking you every day because you're bound to go off. Robin J. This is a good theory, but I'm not too sure because originally when VeVe first started, if you got the drop first, you were getting that first low mint number. That's why these low mints in the beginning, like my Harley Quinn low mint, FA Joker low mint, FA Penguin low mint, those all mean so much to me because I have like a 200 mint in those. And then that was when it was first come, first serve. So that just shows how early it was in some of those collectibles. It's like a big time capsule for me. But because they're randomized now, you could be late and you could get a low 3-digit mint. And so it's kind of just a little bit different now. And not necessarily, Robin J, it means that I would like to know the percent chance though, because you may be right. You may have a better chance, but it is random, so I'm not too sure. Clicked early, still got it. Everybody clicked early, still got it. Seems like so strange. Do you know if this comic is any good? It is a pretty good comic because a lot of people are asking me. I'm gonna go play a hodl or sell video. This was played in the beginning, but I think a lot more people are here now, so I just want to play it again. This is the shout out to Comics and Crypto. I liked it before. I wonder why I took that like off. But if you guys aren't following Comics and Crypto, definitely follow Comics and Crypto. You know, they put in a lot of great content. They're going to be over 10K subs real soon.
Hey VeVe fam, we are currently traveling for the next week, so we won't be able to provide a detailed hodl or sell video for this comic drop. But we'd like to drop some quick insight and also our final verdict. Tomorrow we are getting Werewolf by Night number 32, the first appearance of Moon Knight. Story by Doug Mensch, with art by Dunn and Howie Berlin.
And see, this is the original physical cover right here. What rarity is this? This is the common. Again, I think all rarities are going to do amazing, you know, because of the limited edition. Hardcore collectors are going to want every rarity in the set. Those other rarities, I bet are going to have crazy high floors too. But for me, those low mint commons have been something that I've been just personally trying to collect. I never collected physical comics before, so this is like my way of collecting these.
And covered by Gil Kane and Al Milgram. Mark Spencer, a former U.S. Marine struggling with dissociative identity disorder, is granted the powers of an Egyptian moon god, and soon finds out that these newfound powers can be both a blessing and a curse. Moon Knight, starring Oscar Isaac, is now currently streaming on Disney+. According to Go Collect, Werewolf by Night number 32 is currently valued at $66,000 with a one-year average sale of $70,500. For our final verdict, we give this book a hodl. This comic is arguably one of the most popular comics of the Bronze Age and is absolutely on fire. This comic is a perfect example of an investment with a safe floor with big upside potential. Werewolf by Night number 32 is incredibly popular in the physical world, and if the show on Disney Plus turns out to be a big success, this will help the value of the comic reach new heights in both digital and physical format. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and check out the rest of our podcasts on Apple, Spotify, and Amazon. Special thanks to Nine Finger for their incredible intro.
Definitely a solid comic book. And shout out to Spencer and Sean from Comics and Crypto. Just wanted to play that again for a lot of people who were wondering if this is a good comic book or not. I definitely think it is. Timing was perfect too, or so I thought. Dang. Bots are wounded. It's probably something that I'm going to tune into. You know, I don't have Disney Plus because I never claimed that promotional code thing. I really wish I did. I couldn't find the email in time, but all good, all good. Today, clicked early, got unable to reserve, had to click again and still got it. Sniper, how crazy is that? I wonder why so many of us who clicked early didn't get it. This would be amazing. Eric, they probably could do something like that. How did you buy without pressing? So when you're an alien, you can just use your telepathy to press the buy button without actually pressing it. I'm just kidding. So Yvonne Wong, I did press the buy now button. But again, I'll show you. It was late. So I'll tell you exactly like when I start. 0. Buy now. And then because it was too early, I just clicked again and I somehow got it. I'll play it again. 2, 1, 0. Buy now. And then a little double tap at the end. Something's changed the last 2 drops. Absolutely. Let's go. Yesterday was crazy. Got 1 on drop and 1 on the 8-minute. After that, I didn't have enough gems for the third one. Only 12 minutes. Knight Rider. I'm so glad you got a couple of these. Just fit perfectly. I'm probably going to take a snippet of that video yesterday of when VeVe tweeted and I was on the live. And I showed just the little sneak preview of what they gave. And then Knight Rider comments, "Oh, that's Knight Rider ASAP." Like he knew it right away. And his username is Knight Rider. I just felt like that was too good to be true. Must be why I got one today. My timing is always off. Let's go. Salute to J East Music. Dub again. Dutch Gate. You guys are wild. Yeah, good to see this, Wavy Chris. Good to see this. What number VeVe you got? So in the green box, after it shows up, it shows you the rarity. I'm sorry, it shows you the mint number in that green box with the truck, but it doesn't show you the rarity. So you'll have to wait till it gets delivered. And mine hasn't been delivered just yet. We're going to see if the market's open. Market's still closed. There's still 15,000 out of 20.9K commons left to be delivered. Again, if you guys want to figure out how you find this stuff out, go to your store tab, click the drop that just happened, come down, and look at the different rarities here. You can see 15K out of 20.9K commons have been delivered. That means, or still have to be delivered. That means 15,000 of these comic books still have to get to people's account. Uncommon, 3.5K out of 4.9K still have to be delivered. Rares, same thing. Ultra rares, same thing. Secret rares, there's still 358 out of 500 left. So, just for example, if the market was to open right now, I would guess and predict that there's only going to be a couple of each rarity available, and the prices are going to be pretty high. That happens because most people didn't get their comic book distributed to them yet. Once everybody gets their comic book distributed to them, that's when you start to see a lot more editions, a lot more things pop up in the market for sale. When that happens, the undercutting happens, and usually it brings the prices down as more and more comics get delivered. It'll usually hit around a floor price of whatever it is, and then if it has demand, you'll usually start to see it go back up. That's just been a typical pattern. It doesn't always work that way, but usually when the market opens before everybody gets their comic or collectible, that's typically the pattern. And this comic book does have demand, so I do see it going back up. Now, if they wait, which I kind of hope they do, because they're probably figuring out what accounts are real, what aren't that got it, which I think is going to be a great thing moving forward. If they kind of wait for the market to open up until everybody gets their comic distributed, if that happens, we'll probably see it come out at a low price because everybody has their comic book now. Market's open, everybody puts it in there at once. Usually you see a low price right away, and then if it has demand, it'll probably start to go back up, which this one does have demand, so I do see this one going up. I'm hoping for a low mint common, 3-digit common, or ultra rare, or a secret rare today. Yeah, facts. Noble Matt, this is a great time. A lot of, even my friends, this is what I never understood why people said it's all about location. You know how many friends in my town I told about VeVe? Like the ones that did join and try, besides a couple of my buddies have been like big time VeVe fans, but the new ones that I bring on, a lot of them stop trying to go for drops because they can't hit the drops. So just to show people it's not all about location, but location probably does have somewhat of an impact, I would suppose. I hope this is the case, Sniper. Just creating more and more work for them. I feel like that definitely helps. Wow, let's go with the secret rare. Oh, man. Hey, play through games. Decided to spam and still got one. So it's good to know that the spamming still works, You guys been doing well with the spamming technique. Don't change what's not broken or don't fix what's not broken, I always say try the timing technique if you have been struggling and you want to try to figure out a different way to go. If you've been killing it and you've been spamming away, like just going like this, keep doing it that way, So many dubs on Vault stream. I'm in a good mood today because I did the perfect timing and actually hit today. Let's go. We should go bombard and invade Vault's live stream since he came over the other day. Long time no see. Let's go. Let's try to do something real quick. Is he still live right now? He is.
If you want to be
Maybe we should bombard Vault. Is anyone else live? He's live right now. Is anyone else doing the stream live? He did come in the last few days. We should bombard Vault, I think.
I got my back like always.
Should we alien invade? Yeah, let's do it. All right. I'm going to stay on the stream for a little bit. I'm just going to share my screen. But make sure you guys go to VeVe Vault's YouTube channel right now. And when you go there, write in the comments just alien emojis, alien and the UFO emojis. And
Homie's got my back. Don't try to.
Let's see. Oh,
We'll send out all those NFTs. I have a lot to send out. I'll send them out sometime today. I'm gonna be doing a member stream after this stream, so it'll probably be tonight when I send those out.
Oh.
75% to be delivered, so 25% delivered so far. Fro says I got it uncommon. How do you know? Oh, you got it uncommon. They said I got it uncommon. Congratulations, Fro.
Looks like he has a
for the secret rare today. Still pending.
stream or something up, so you can't really see. He's got the voting thing up.
Parabolic says less spots will boost confidence in VeVe and lead to prices rising again.
Let's go, alien invasion. Let's go.
Yeah, you should go for every cover drop, even D tier, even the E tier comic should go for it. Because ultra rares, and secret rares are all going to sell for $6.99 or more. I mean, more than $6.99. Nothing's going to sell for, none of that. Maybe the commons and uncommons. That's it. DJ, secret rare.
I wish this wasn't up right now.
Congratulations, Capgate. I like that. Capgate is a good gate. Anytime we have a strong drop coming up, a good drop, we go to Capgate all the way. Let's go. Yoda says you did good this day. Forget the more. Sarah says.
All right, I'm gonna get off this live stream and get on the VeVe Vault's YouTube channel. Well, you guys are there. Let's go.
Oh no, we got an alien invasion by Johnny Dunn. Getting invaded by aliens over here. Thank you, Johnny Dunn, for the stream raid. We're getting raided over here, guys. Aliens are about to abduct us.
Shout out to the Vault. It's so funny when we do this stuff. Next live stream, we're gonna invade whoever else is live.
We just got invaded by aliens from the Johnny Dunn stream. We raided Johnny Dunn yesterday. He's getting his payback right.
Shout out to the Vault. This is hilarious. He asked for this, he said. Shout out to the Vault. All right, guys, that's amazing. That's amazing. Shout out to the aliens out there. That's amazing. All right, I'm gonna go. Is Tap streaming? Is Taps live? I don't think Taps is live right now. Is he? I don't think, yeah, Taps isn't live right now. But next live stream, we're going to hit Taps. I hope he's not listening. We're either going to hit Taps or Kyle next, probably. Whoever's streaming. Or Randy. I don't know who's going to be streaming next live stream. But we've hit Vault a couple times. Shout out to the Vault for coming on the stream. But, yeah, we'll hit Taps, Kyle, or Randy, or we'll pick someone else who's streaming live. Shout out to all the alien crew out there. You guys are amazing. Appreciate you guys big time. Today's live stream was amazing. Taps is still in the chat. That'd be hilarious. Taps getting secret intel for next live. Market's still down, so it looks like it's probably going to be down until they're all delivered. I'm probably going to write a YouTube comment on the community feed. Once it's open, I'm going to say market's open. Let everybody know. Try to do that ASAP, get things out there as quick as possible. So today was awesome. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Soon, hashtag soon. Let's get it, Kelvin. You know, Discord's coming this week. I'm sure more drop announcements are coming. You know, stay tuned for all that. We're gonna invade a couple other VeVe celebrities out there. Price prediction for Secret Rare, Jacob. I think it's going to start out low and work its way up pretty quickly. I'm not sure what low is right now. But I expect because they're probably waiting till everybody gets their comic distributed, we'll probably see it at a low and then work its way back up. But it'll be interesting to see. Definitely, dudes. This is why I want to start that Discord this week, in the next couple of days. Just because I want, you know, a safe community, a bunch of people, a group chat where anybody feels safe to come in, you know, talk with the fam, all positive energy in there. So I think it'd just be a great place for people to come chill. So with all that being said, yeah, and it'll be free. You know, I don't want to rip people off or anything like that. You know, maybe we'll have some paid things in there, but I just want a safe overall place where people can come in, share ideas, you know, just hang out, talk with the fam. I feel like a positive escape like that is going to be crucial, especially moving forward. You've seen obstacles. We're going to see more obstacles in the future. So it's been amazing. Today was a great sign, guys. I'm so happy about how today panned out. I think it's a great sign moving forward. Today was like a sign of relief, you know, for a lot of people. It felt like today was awesome. Shout out to the Vault again for coming on the stream, you know, supporting the channel. You know, I try to always, you know, invade back, show love back. We're going to hit a couple of different people, whoever are live streaming tomorrow. So we're not tomorrow, but the next drop. So stay tuned. I'm going to put out announcements in a little bit whenever we get them. Appreciate you guys big time for all the support. You guys are amazing. I love y'all. With all that being said, I'm signing out. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out, fam.